trying to maintain that 170, but had it like the energy that I had at 150, like, and I still got it right now. So it's like I'm doing it gradually for real.
But I've been trying to hit 160, but it's like.
What you been? What you right now?
Like 148, 150.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you got the dirty bulks, you got the clean bulks. It depends on what you're doing as far as the energy goes.
I think the clean bulk for me, I needed it.
Yeah. I did a dirty bulk before. That shit was crucial.
What's that? You just eat a bunch of junk.
Whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Just so you can bulk up to where you want to be at. But
you don't feel nasty and shit, right?
Yeah,
you start seeing it in your face and all type of.
Yeah, you feel sluggish. It's not. I don't recommend that. Yeah. I would do like the steaks. I always say protein and something lean.
Yeah.
I mean, something lean is something green. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
And I was gonna say that's where I messed up last time. I wasn't having enough vegetables in my diet.
Yeah, like broccoli, Brussels sprouts. Just keep the shit simple, bro. And like that. If you're gonna do carbs, I would do like the complex, I have my clients do like roasted potatoes and stuff like that, sweet potatoes.
Always do the potato.
Yeah. If you want to do carbs, if not, I would just do steak, like chicken breast and something green. That's it.
And it's so crazy because for a while I wasn't doing red meat because red meat you can use it. You can anything in excess is too much.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
facts.
You gotta like balance everything you do.
Facts.
But red meat, I felt like it was something I had to all the way detox from. And then when I came back to it, I'm only eating it under these guys.
Maybe like once a month, twice a month.
Yeah.
'Cause red meat is take the longest to process in your body. Your body ain't meant to process that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's meant to, but it takes it can take a week sometimes to digest that shit.
And then if you ain't drinking water enough or you ain't got no vegetables, no fruits.
And just sitting there, you keep on eating, add more, and then that's something like, damn, why I gain this much weight? Shit, nigga, your body ain't processing nothing.
And people don't be having another thing like people don't realize. I feel like the gut is everything start there for real. So if you ain't eating enough fruit, you're not even cleansing your gut because you're not even having the right bowel movements.
Detoxing and stuff like Your gut got to detox and it got to heal. That's why I fast every day. Like my body got to at least fast for 16 hours before I eat anything else. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's crazy.
You gotta let your body process what it already ate. If
that's
not,
a fact.
You just put shit on top of shit.
So how long? So you start the day with a fast. You don't eat till like noon.
I don't eat until noon. I don't eat till noon. Or past noon. My body got at least fast 16 hours.
What's the first meal of the day look like?
Something high protein. You know what I'm saying? Like today, we had I probably had like 8 air fried chicken wings. You know what I'm saying? And some broccoli. You know what I'm saying? But keep it simple, high protein. Every meal I do at least 30 to 40 grams of protein.
That's crazy. When did you start doing that? My fault, Doozy.
Shit, man. I've been fasting because I used to be 220, bro, and I'm only 5'8".
Damn.
So imagine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I started learning the game.
How much you weigh right now?
I maintain a 175, 180. When I want to look super lean, because we just came back, I just took all my clients to. We'll talk about this too, but all my clients we just came from Punta Cana, so I got an international fitness business. I took all my clients because I ain't never met them in person, so we all been training online. So we all met to Punta Cana, but when I got to Punta Cana, I was like 170. You know what I'm saying? So I could be lean, and I knew I was gonna be eating this, drinking. So I got to 180, and 180 is where I'm comfortable at, where I'm still kind of full. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm good. So I walk around 180. You know
I feel that.
Yeah.
Before we go too far, definitely want to introduce our guest.
Yeah. Oh, we talking already?
We already running down.
We already popping for real.
It be tough to tell sometimes, like
Little warm up.
But introducing our guest, Coach Dre Fit, man. Could you tell him a little bit about you, man?
Yeah, so my name is Coach Dre, owner of Vision Body Fitness. It's an international fitness business, also a social media influencer, probably across all of my platforms. I'm probably close to 2 million followers across all my platforms.
Shout out to that.
I have my own gym. I have my own app. I'm in the App Store, Google Play, Apple Store. Part owner of Minorities Making Millions. I buy real estate throughout the city. You know, we got pretty much our own portfolio right now of real estate that we're going crazy with. I'm a serial entrepreneur, but VBF, which is Vision Body Fitness, that's my baby.
That's kind of like VBF. That's what got you in the game.
That's what got me in the game. Vision Body Fitness got me in the game. I was already a personal trainer prior to the pandemic. I ain't gonna say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was already a personal trainer to that. I had my own gym. I turned my 2-car garage into a full gym. So I was having clients come in and out, which took a lot of my time, to be honest. You know what I mean? So then, because I was working a full-time job, and then clients would be there throughout the day, so I'm just tired. And then that happened, the situation with Corona, and I just said, let's just go online. And then I ain't been in person since. You know what I'm saying? Everything's just literally been online.
So what, I want to talk about all of that, but what kind of inspired the initial becoming a trainer in the first place?
Bruh, okay, so look, we was talking about this pre-pod, but I'm like I ain't tall, 5'8", 5'9" on a good day, you feel me? But I was a manager at Chase Bank. You know, I had about 15 to 20 employees, and during my meetings, I would just get random nosebleeds. Like, why is my nose bleeding? My head be just pounding. So one day I just got a nosebleed in my meeting, and then my members was like, man, just go down to the nurse's station. So I went down there. She was like, you need to go to the doctors because you about to stroke out.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's like, she said, leave work right now and go straight to the hospital, or I'm going to call paramedics for you. So I went to the hospital. That was like, yeah, you got hypertension, which is high blood pressure. And so they put me on medicine. And at the time, I'm like 30 years old. I'm not about to take medicine. I don't know that I'm not responsible enough to take medicine every day. You know, I just
that's
not.
That's a big thing right there.
Yeah, so I just kept on forgetting, and it wasn't getting better. So my doctor was like, you can either A, be on the medicine, or B, start to work out and eat better, or you're gonna be on medicine forever. So I chose to start to work out and eat better, and people see my weight loss journey. And my wife, she brought me a personal training program. You know, I had to complete it, still take the test and everything. But on my birthday, she was like, I want to gift you with this because you've been helping all these people. You might as well become a personal trainer. So I went through the program, and the rest is curtains. I became a certified personal trainer. Yeah.
Shout out to that. It's so crazy. I relate to that so much because I ain't like the biggest. I ain't the most fit. But I be in the gym regularly because my dad had hypertension. So that's like it's hereditary, but it's also something that just is prevalent and is common in the black community.
Yes, it's
so
common.
it's like,
bro, so it's so common because what happens is, I'm not sure about y'all, but my generation and like your parents' generation, they were taught like you could not leave the table without your food being, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that plate better be clear before you get up from the table.
no, because it's crazy. Like that not leave the table mentality, that's what gets your legs amputated.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's so tough. Like, I don't want to laugh at him. Shout out my uncle, but it's like, it's the lifestyle that you lived, and like you was talking about earlier, just ignoring certain shit. Like, you could feel it the whole time you was, you know, going deeper into the unhealthy hole.
Yeah.
You know what's going on, but you just ignoring it and you neglecting it, and it's really a priority thing. You feel me? Like, my uncle, he accomplished in life and he do good for himself, but it's, am I putting this lifestyle, am I putting my career ahead of my personal health? What
happens is we try to put a Band-Aid over it instead of addressing the issue. You know what I mean? Like, all right, cool. Let me go get a 2XL shirt, or my head hurt. Let me just get some Tylenol, knowing that it could really be hypertension starting to creep up on you. You know what I mean? So we don't really address the root cause. We just try to put a Band-Aid over it until it's too late. And now we're trying to play catch up instead of being preventative about it.
It's so crazy. We did a video. We was doing these POV videos, and there was one we did about erectile dysfunction, and it was like, these is all these natural ways to, you know, remedy that illness or that dysfunction, but instead people gonna take the honey pack, or people gonna take a perk, or people gonna take some extends or whatever, like. And that's the Band-Aid right there.
That's the Band-Aid. Instead of taking your time, researching it, going to get the natural products. Sometimes the natural products is right in your backyard. You know what I mean?
In your backyard.
And you can really put things together. Or just, I would rather spend money on some natural stuff versus I never taken a honey pack, and I ain't trying to, you know,
down nobody that did it.
And I ain't trying to play no. But honestly, when you working out, the energy is there. When you eating better, the energy is there.
It's there.
You already rock solid. Pause. You feel me? So it's like, you don't need that aid. It's natural.
And that's another one of the things, like, cause for me, like you, I noticed that. Well, you noticed from being at work and catching nosebleeds, but I noticed that my dad actually went through a big stint with hypertension, and it was like it really affected like what he ate, what he had to eat, and he was real young when it happened. Me knowing that, creeping up on that age, because it was 24 when it happened to him. Like he was dealing with diabetes and he was getting hospitalized from it. So me knowing that, I tried to start changing my diet around it before we even moved out of Hibernia. You feel me? Shout out everybody in Hibernia. My fault.
I used to live out there too.
Yeah, it's all love. But yeah, like before we even that was years ago that I started trying to just get on that journey, because I started realizing, okay, my energy ain't here no more, or it ain't there no more. Like, let me get on that. And that's one thing, like, young people, you should notice that you don't got the ability to do certain shit no more once you taking pills that go perform in bed.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like, that's an early sign right there, and that's something that could be, you could stop something like prostate cancer or hypertension for you. You feel me? Like, it's a lot of stuff that you could prevent, but you just not catching the signs when it's, you feel me, making it so.
And like, you know, and for real, like, some things are hereditary, where it's passed down, but honestly, a lot of things are preventable. You know what I'm saying? If we just choose to be conscious about what we put in our body, and to be active, because a lot of people have sit down jobs. So you're sitting down all day, you're eating food that you shouldn't be eating, and then you're doing it all over and over again. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, I done gained 10 pounds, or you know what I mean? Like, damn, I'm tired, I don't feel like doing nothing today, or I got a headache, or my bones hurt. You know what I mean? But if we could just stay active, and so my main line is I eat for fuel, not to get full. So that mindset will let you know where I don't put my clients on diets or anything like that. I just really coach on eating for fuel. All right. So I say, like, when you sit down and eat, you're hungry. Okay, cool. Slow down when you're eating. All right. And listen to your body. When you're not hungry anymore, stop eating. You're done with it. Save it for later. Because a lot of times we're only eating because it tastes good. We're not even hungry no more. It just tastes good.
In America, we throwing concoctions together. Just let me see what that look like.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta finish my plate. Like, I even if I'm full, I gotta finish it. I don't know why.
That's embedded in you.
It's really
like,
about what's on your plate, though. You know what I mean? Like, if you got a plate of steak, you cool. But like you were saying earlier, I feel like it's a lot of plagues in the black community. Like, just think about the Kool-Aid. Think about how much sugar we put in that bitch. Like, how much hidden calories is in our lifestyle, bro. And that's the shit you got.
On top of it, it's cool. You can't make Kool-Aid if it ain't diabetic. It gotta be diabetic.
That's the only way to make it.
It needs some more sugar.
Bro, I seen Boosie making Kool-Aid. I seen Boosie making spaghetti. Put a pound of sugar in the spaghetti. I'm like, brother, this is how we get amputated.
Spaghetti, so like the sugar, the salt. You know,
The salt, yeah.
Yeah, it's really just, honestly, it's all about moderation, and that's what people don't know how to do, the portion control. Because I'm still going to, bro, all my clients know I love Oreos, you know what I'm saying? Now, back when I was gaining my 20 pounds, I was having the whole row. Now I'm like, all right, let me give me like 3, you know what I'm saying, about 5 real quick. So it's all about portion control and moderation, because you still got to live your life. You know what I'm saying? You still got to live your life, but you have to do it responsibly and listen to your body. You know what I mean?
It's not necessarily bad to eat like certain kinds of foods. It's just how much you
How often you eat? Are you eating at McDonald's every single day? You know what I'm saying? Are you eating fast food every single day? Like, you're not gonna prepare a meal that you know the ingredients and the sauces that you have in your meal. You know what I'm saying? Or are you gonna just eat out every single day?
Then people get the critique in the fast food. Like, brother, it's fast.
You call
it corporate on it. Brother, they just put it out the window just like they did with bro in front of you type shit. You feel me? Like, you can't expect no gourmet coming out this window right here.
This is a microwave society we live in. Everybody wants everything fast. They want the results fast. So, all right, bet I want the results fast. Let me get the shot. Because I'm gonna lose 10 pounds in 10 days with the shot. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, we live in a microwave society. Nobody want to have delayed gratitude and put the work in and really get the results, the consistent way, in a disciplined way. You know what I'm saying? If you could be disciplined with your workouts and your nutrition, you're going to be disciplined with business. You're going to be disciplined with your family. You're going to be disciplined in other areas of life, because it all spills over.
Speaking of business, I do want to ask you, is it hard maintaining a healthy diet and handling business, like being busy all day and still trying to eat?
Because my healthy lifestyle comes first.
Okay.
That's how I'm able to run a business, is because I make sure I'm priority. Like, I'm priority over, and this is not to sound selfish, but I'm priority over my wife, my kids, everybody. Because if I'm not here to support y'all, nobody gonna be here to support y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I make sure I prioritize. Like I'm working. They know, like, hey, I'm in my gym. Don't come in here for at least 30 to 45 minutes. Because then when I'm working out, I'm gonna get the energy to do what I need to do with them. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get the ideas too. Like I get mad ideas from when I'm working out and I'm in my zone. You know what I'm saying? So it's not hard. It's actually an aid for me. You know what I mean?
It makes it easier.
I think people trick themselves sometimes. Yeah. Like, and not that, you feel me, send shots or nothing, but my uncle, like I said, he was very accomplished. But I think something that, like, he accepted not going to the gym because he was so accomplished in his career. So it was like, kind of like that Band-Aid thing. But I think it's so important that you said the discipline. Like, people really, the microwave society, I think it created a lot of people that lack any discipline at all. Yeah. And then you get to the point where it's okay for me to be overweight because I'm worth this amount of money or I'm helping this many people.
So now you got millions in the bank, right? You got millions in the bank, but you always wake up sore. You don't feel like going out to enjoy the money. You know what I'm saying? Because you always sick. So now you're spending money on all your medicine, all your hospital bills. You know what I mean? So I mean, I had this one dude. He tried to stun me. Older white guy. I was trying to train him. You know, he was like, Andre, I make so much money. You know, all I eat is steaks. He said, I make too much money. I said, I make a lot of money too. What you mean? Like, but I'm still in shape. Like, I'm taking care of myself. You know what I mean? So that's an excuse. And again, you gotta just take care of yourself because your kids is watching.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? And people are watching you. So if you're not taking care of yourself, 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna take care of themselves either.
That's a fact. So you said so you do work with men.
Well, I mean, I do. Like, so when I'm online, I'm marketing.
Okay.
It's of course it's my niche, and we can get into the whole marketing too, because I know that's what I focus on. You got to learn how to what your niche is online. But of course, offline, the homies pull up like, bro, pull up for a session. You know what I mean? Like, come work out with me. Like, of course I work with men, but online I market to women.
And we spoke about that before, but could you reiterate why you concentrate on women?
Yeah, so I concentrate on women because when I was online, what I seen was the most people that were getting sick were like my aunties and my moms and like the grandmas and things like that. And they were also the ones also contacting me like, Coach, how can I get rid of my flabby arms, my flabby legs? So the majority of the people who were reaching out to me and that I was helping, I chose to focus in on that niche, right? And ultimately, you know, I was raised by my mom, so now I know I'm helping a generation of my moms. You know what I mean? So that's why I chose to focus on it.
You ever heard of rest in peace? You ever heard of Kevin Samuels?
Yeah.
He used to equate a woman's value to her appearance a lot of times. Like, how heavy are you? What size dress you in? You feel me? So one, I wanted not whether he was wrong or not, but do you agree that determines a significant amount of a woman's value?
So you gotta be careful with these ones.
You gotta walk the line right here.
You gotta be careful with these ones. I think that your appearance does, in a sense, let someone know how you care about yourself. Okay, so
that's a fact.
For example, if I walk in a room, I'm confident. I know I look good. I feel good. That's gonna say a lot about myself. You know what I'm saying? So, and it really does make a difference. So I would say yeah, but I think his delivery was more so straightforward, and I would never deliver it like that. You know what I mean? But I would say it does make a difference. This is quick.
But I think a part of his delivery was like
facts.
No, it could have been factual, but it's like
it's just how it came off.
It's gonna resonate a little bit more. You feel me? As opposed to me beating around the bush.
Yeah.
It's gonna get in front of more, because the more polarizing. And that's why I was gonna ask you, like, when you make content, are you trying to be polarizing sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes. So I speak in my audience language. So whatever they say to me is what I say to them. You know what I'm saying? So for example, one of my most recent viral videos, man, got millions of views right now. I said, ladies, if you have flabby arms, or if you have school teacher arms, boom, boom, boom. You know how many school teachers I got in my comments? That's that's rude. I'm a school teacher, blah, blah. So, you know what I mean? But I'm only saying to what people say to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They be like, Coach, I got school teacher arms. I got bingo arms. I got mac and cheese. Like, I hear everything. So I'm only speaking in their language. And so that video, it got hella support, but it also got a lot of negative comments from school teachers.
You think like we live in a sensitive era right now?
We definitely live in a sensitive era. I mean, that's just the facts. Yeah, we live in a sensitive era, but I just will never get online and call nobody big back because my clients, my target audience don't say, Coach, I got a big back. They say I got back rows. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't say big back. I think that's you know, and again, like you said, we're just in that era right now. You know what I mean? You got to adjust your content. I've adjusted my content 10 times because I just have to go with the flow. You know what I mean? Like,
I want to ask you about your content journey too.
Yeah.
When did you? Well, what were you posting at first, and then what was kind of the shift to where your content really started going crazy?
I would just, so at first I was posting stuff for everybody. Like, it was stuff like I was doing crazy burpee push-ups. You know what I'm saying? But then when I got a coach and he was like, you for everybody right now, you know what I mean? So niche down. So then I started putting out content with old school R&B. That was before we started getting censorized, and because my target audience is that age group, and it started blowing up from there. So then on Facebook they said, hey, you can't put no more music out like that, you know what I'm saying, on our platform. So then I adjusted. So I always adjust, you know what I mean? But every time I adjust, I make sure it's for my target audience. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Okay. So, kind of, is there any, like, so we got a brand, right? And I guess our target audience would be, like, kind of young people like us trying to build something, you know, trying to achieve something. So, is there any, like, advice you would give us to help us grow our social media and kind of, you know,
I would tell y'all to keep on clipping up these part of the podcast. Keep on clipping them up and keep on throwing them out because something's going to hit. I tell anybody that I coach on marketing, I say, if you don't have a following right now, this is the best time to mess up. This is like you shooting in the gym. Nobody's there right now. You know what I'm saying? So just put it out there and see what sticks. Like, so what that you might get one like? You don't have no followers anyways.
Yeah.
Right. And that's no disrespect. But if you ain't got nobody, just throw them out there. You know what I mean? And then something's going to stick. And then once that sticks, now you already got the repetition. You already got the experience. And now you can just keep on throwing them out. So for y'all, keep on clipping stuff up from these podcasts that keep that's dropping game. Yeah. All right? Just drop game. People will love gems. Don't do senseless stuff. Everything got to be with intention.
Yeah. And our biggest thing, I feel like, because we done hit a couple times now, but I feel like our biggest thing, one, we make it a priority to kind of like target the senses. So, like, we don't went into podcasts with the idea this is gonna make a certain demographic mad, and that's what we want. Yeah. And that's what we got out of it. Yeah. Like, it worked. Yeah. So it's like because you right on the edge of our generation, but you on the outside looking in, what do you see as kind of like what do you notice most about our generation?
It's a mix though. Like,
it's a big mix.
Yeah, like y'all, I like what y'all doing. Like, this setup is nice, you know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all on the up and up. And then you got the other crowd where they outside.
They outside.
You know? So I think what y'all should do, like what you're doing right now, is you're gonna start to attract more of y'all. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest. I'm seeing everybody on the border, like they either outside on some sexy red stuff, or they trying to grow a business. And because I'm seeing a lot of y'all, like especially in the city, like, and it's dope to see. I'm like, yo, they doing these functions. Everybody there look younger than me, but that's dope. Like that is happening. But so that's what I'm seeing. Man. It's like the fine line. So stay on the right side of the line. Like, and I ain't saying the other side is wrong, but y'all trying to grow something here.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, we don't want. It's not that we trying to divide nobody, but we more so trying to show you can engage in stuff on this side, but also have your priorities right, like we is on this side.
Exactly.
But and I ain't gonna lie, like when I first started working with y'all kind of showed me that that you can have your fun, but you always want to just be focused on your business, handle your business first.
Yeah, I mean, man, I barely pop outside, but when I pop out, it's a turn up. Like if I pop out, everything's top tier. But I'm not outside all the time. Like I could be growing my business, making content, learning, things like that. So you got to have that balance, but really, really focus on growing. Like because the fun's gonna come, y'all. Like
it's going
to come,
and it's not going nowhere while you're not there.
I promise y'all, you go outside right now to the club, everybody doing the same thing. It's gonna be the same females, it's gonna be the same males. Everybody standing around looking at each other, drinking. You know what I'm saying? Then you wake up the next morning feeling horrible because now you're drunk. Yeah. What you just accomplished? You got a number? That's cool.
And somebody done made $10,000 last night because y'all done bought all this alcohol and y'all ain't get no benefit out of that. One person did though. You feel me? And it's just about I want to be that one person.
Because then when you stay inside and you grow, people know like. They know not to call me to go out, but they call me now if I want to invest into something. Y'all know how many spots out there right now that I'd invest into? Y'all like it's not. I'm an angel investor. It's not under my name, but I probably put some bread up to it and I got paid back on the back end. But nobody would know that. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to invest into the fund. Forget trying to spend money inside of the fund. Let me get some of that on the back end.
How do you go? Because we might need an angel investor. How do you go about even being that for somebody?
So let me tell y'all, for an angel investor, you gotta vet the person out. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, the company, if you see potential in somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I have a chef. She does my meal prep, right? And she's always consistent with her product. Her product is always top of the line. She's always showing up on time. Everything's presentable. So. And I let her know, like, look, if you ever need help with your business, if you need some funding, you let me know. So opportunities come up where, like, hey, she might need to serve 100 people, but she don't have the capital to get the food. Now she know, boom, we did this multiple times. Like, hey, I need X, Y, and Z. How much, do return? We go over the terms. Like, you pay me back this on this date. I gave her the boom. That's how you get it. So then I can go the way where pay me back in full, or I can get equity in the business for a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we want right now. Me and my wife, we are buying real estate and we're also buying equity into businesses.
Let me kind of give you what kind of our brand and what we kind of going for, and give us your thoughts. Okay. So our brand is called STB Network, and it's Secure the Bag Network. In the bag, when we say secure the bag, we talking about being secure within yourself. And a part of that, like how I met you, we met at a networking event in
Miami.
Yeah, in Miami, in a whole nother state. So we want to bring that same kind of experience for our generation, like the younger crowd. Okay. So like, our pain point is that we kind of targeting is people who don't have that circle, who aren't around people who want to elevate, but they want to kind of get around that.
Yeah, like minorities making millions.
Yep. We want to be the hub for people in our generation like that.
I would tell y'all to start doing like some events. Not like it ain't gotta be like super big events, but events where your demographic's gonna come out though. But when they there, you either got some vendor tables around, or somebody spending like 10 minutes on stage just dropping game, like, hey y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just everybody start sharing some game, dropping some game, and then you start building a community. Like, boom, when the next one we gonna have, if you know a boy who does something else, like when the next one we gonna have him come up and drop some game. And just keep on doing dope events, like because your generation likes to party right now still.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So you don't want to be like, come to this conference, sit down. No, like heck nah. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we having this party over here. We're gonna be outside. We're gonna hop on the mic, drop some game, party some more. Yeah. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Get people, get them in the room is what you want to do. That's how I make time to get into the room. Y'all got to make time to get people into your room. You know what I'm saying? And what's the best way to get people in your room?
We gotta give them some type of value.
And what's the value for them?
I don't know.
The value for them is gonna be
the network.
They could probably party.
A party.
Come kick it.
Yeah.
Come kick it.
We could sell you your value to get ours.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yours is very little. Yeah. I wanted to go back to the fitness because you said most of what you do is virtual. But can you speak on, like, first off, do you hear, like, the reputation that male fitness trainers be having?
Yeah, for sure.
Do that ever affect you in how you run your business?
Nah, cause I keep everything clean. I mean, I don't make content like with my shirt off.
Okay.
I'm always wearing something with my company on there or my company logo. I make sure I always mention my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Got to.
Do they be trying to get you there?
Oh yeah, for
They be
sure.
trying.
What? My inbox is filthy, bro. What? So
Filthy.
you gotta think about it. I got man, you know how many followers I got, but yeah, my inbox, like, and then you know, like the little message request that you might not see, or like the spam folder.
They in there.
You open that, it's just even filthier. I'm like,
They in there.
The older ladies too. Huh?
yeah, I be having my VAs, so I got VAs. I'm like, when you see those, I'll just go in there and delete them.
I need to leave that there. Bro.
Delete that,
Nobody-
man.
I got this little fat right here.
No, it's crazy because like I be seeing a lot of. For a while, it was even the chefs. The male chefs was leaning into like
Yeah.
the seductive kind of presentation, and I wasn't hating on it, but I just think it was a dangerous line to walk.
It is.
And I think as a profession as a whole, being a male fitness trainer is kind of like you got to walk a thin line. Like
I do, and it's a serious business. Like what I'm doing can save lives. Like and it has, you know what I'm saying. So I take it serious. So I don't. I'm not that type of trainer. But I know there are trainers out there that are successful like that. But I choose to stay in my lane. That's one thing I learned is like the more wide the lane is, everyone can be in your lane. Mm-hmm. But if your lane is just super narrow. Your lane is super narrow. Like my favorite example is I'm like, who makes more money between the family doctor or the heart surgeon? Who y'all think makes more money?
the family doctor,
The heart surgeon.
The heart surgeon, because he only focuses on the
heart.
heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm only focusing on women at a certain age. You know what I'm saying? So
They call it specialization.
yes,
Right?
specialized training. When you open your Instagram, I want you to be able to. Oh, I know Coach Dre got a video for me. Versus me being for everybody where, oh, this one ain't for me. Oh, nah, this one's for me, but this one ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? My videos is for my target audience. They go on my page, oh, okay, flabby arms is right there. Oh, flabby leg routine right there. Oh, back fat right there. You know what I'm saying? So I got my own lane. I just stay in my own lane.
So some keys that I took away: know your target audience, know the language they speak,
You got to.
and then narrow your.
And where they hanging out at? Because
I was going to ask
my
you
target
about that.
audience is hanging out. That's why I have 800K followers on Facebook. So that's where they at, Facebook. Y'all target audience for y'all podcast is going to be on Instagram and
YouTube.
TikTok.
and TikTok. Yeah, Instagram
TikTok.
and TikTok. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be your target audience. You know what I'm saying? So go where your target audience is and capitalize on that. Just keep on focusing on it. And like I said, if you don't have thousands and thousands of followers right now you're shooting in the gym. So who cares if you're throwing up bricks? You're building something. You know what I'm saying? Just keep that in mind.
You said you got to go where your audience is at. A lot of these people, or a lot of your audience, like people that's just coming to somebody else for fitness tips or advice or just the journey itself, a lot of these people are in unhealthy environments. Do you have like a regimen that's like it's something called, you ever heard of 75 hard?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't recommend that to somebody that's just starting their journey.
Nah, I would not.
So is it like, is it like an unlearning and relearning process of trying to get somebody healthy or get somebody fit, or is it like get rid of these factors? And
One of my attacks is what I like to do is I have community. So if I can get you inside of my community to engage with my community, and you're seeing people like you, you're seeing people with the same struggles as you, you're seeing people with the same issues as you, and then we're all together, we're working out together. And then during my workouts, I don't have like a YouTube style workouts where I'm just on a video and working out and you can't see me. No, I can see my clients, they can see me, I can call them out, we have fun. You know what I'm saying? So now I build a community aspect around that. So that's where my success comes in at, is because I have a community. It's not like a 75 hard. So when they come in and they see other people doing the same thing,
it make it easier.
It make it easier for
You're
them to do
holding
it.
each other accountable.
Yeah.
Would be like the most common contributor to like the unhealthy lifestyles? when you meet people that is trying to be a part of your program?
It's their community. And you know what I'm saying? It's their coworkers, it's their family. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I hear a lot of women with their spouses that don't support. You know what I mean? Like people they just don't support what I'm doing. You know, they still bringing in X, Y, and Z in food, and they just not supporting what I do. So that's the main factor I'm seeing is their community at home, which is why I'm trying to bring, which is why I am bringing all the online community together. Yeah. We just came from Punta Cana. I have all these clients online. It was our first time ever linking up, and we all met in Punta Cana for 4 days. You know what I'm saying? And it felt like a family reunion because although I have never met them in person, but we've shared so much online together that it was literally like a big family reunion.
Yeah. That's one of the unique things about the internet. Like, it's a lot of negative, but you can really find your tribe of people. Like, I met you from that, just being in that entrepreneur online space and seeing how that works, and flew out over there and met my people. Like, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Was it like, when you did meet them, was it like shocking type for you?
I promised nobody would say it was shocking.
Yeah.
Everybody hugged each other and we partied and we kicked it. We worked out.
Just like y'all was.
It was just like we would online. Yeah. And then tomorrow we go back to our schedule. You know what I'm saying? I see everybody in the morning.
I think that's a big testament to like how much your physical health is determined by your mental health.
Yes. Because
like, if you don't believe that you can do it, or you don't have people that's encouraging you to be able to do it, you're gonna be down on yourself. You feel me? You're not gonna be. It's gonna take a toll on your discipline. You feel me? And just being in that bag altogether.
Yeah, if your mental ain't right, your mind has to be right. Your body will follow. Like, you know what I mean? So you got to get your mind right first before you even start working out. But which is why it's good to have a community, because, like, again, they come in, they see other people doing the same thing. All right, let me just try one class. Okay, let me try another class. And the next thing you know it, you have a routine.
What do you say to people that want to give up early because they not seeing results? Because I know that got to be something.
I mean, that's a very, very, very common. So if you've been working out and you've been eating cleaner, right, sometimes it's not all about the scale, okay? How is your energy? How is your clothes fitting, okay? There's a difference between weight loss and fat loss. You might have experienced fat loss, which means the scale might not be moving much, but you have lost fat, which is why your shirt might be fitting looser, your pants might be, you know what I'm saying? Wow. How are your blood levels, like your levels when you go to the doctors? That stuff matters too. It's not, I know we want to see a difference on the scale, but don't let a $20 scale discourage you. You know what I'm saying? Right. There's more factors to it.
And genetics too.
And genetics.
How often are you going and checking your levels, your blood levels?
So for men, we don't do it enough.
I don't do it at all.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. I will keep it $1,000. I don't do it at all.
I mean, for real, man. I probably go like once a year. You know, but
that's what's up.
As we get older, though, you know, especially because my clientele are women, it should be, you know, more frequent. You know, just to see what's going on with you. You got to see what's going on with you, because if not, you're gonna be playing that Band-Aid role, just like how the generation before us and the generation before them. You know what I mean? Like, they not going to the doctors getting checkups, and then they just Tylenol or boom, boom, boom. But before you know it, now you're playing catch up instead of playing preventive health care. So.
Yeah, I heard about like blood type. Like, if you find your blood type, you're gonna you could find out like the foods that's good for you.
You still ain't went and found out what food.
Nah, you really can. Did that. That's really a thing though. That's really a thing. Like, because the thing is, your body might not agree to certain foods that we're eating. Yeah. Which is why it's being inflamed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I practice fasting. You got the fasting.
That 16-hour fast, that's something else.
Yeah. But if you think about it though, if you stop eating at 8 o'clock, if you don't eat past 8 p.m., and then you don't eat again until noon the next day, because you got to go to sleep.
You got to go to sleep.
So when you wake up, you might wake up around, 8, 7? You can wait 5 hours, drink some water, tea, anything under 50 calories is what I teach my clients. So it could be herbal tea. It could be like black coffee with a little bit of creamer. And you hold off until 12 o'clock. Now you just fasted 16 hours. And there's so many benefits to fasting that it's just worth it.
What's some of the benefits to fasting?
Man, it's hella benefits to fasting, but
that's a fact though.
And
I practice the same thing, just subconsciously.
So inflammation, you know, like fasting, because now you're not putting food on top of food on top of food. Your stomach has time to digest the food that you already consumed, and that's what we're not doing. We're not letting our body digest the food that we already ate. We think we got to eat. We're programmed to eat every 2 to 3 hours. But are you really even hungry?
Not even hungry.
Because you might just be dehydrated. Get some water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff.
Or you're not busy enough.
You're not busy enough. Stay active. You know what I mean? Fasted workouts. I like to work out while I'm fasting, because now what happens is when you're fasting, your body doesn't have it can't use the energy from the food because there's no food to use energy from. So what does it have to do? It has to go into your fat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Pull out fat energy, and then that's when you start burning more fat. You know what I'm saying? So your glucose, things like that, it helps level that stuff out because it doesn't have food to pull from.
When do you normally work out in a day? You're not working out during that fasting period.
So. I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, well, my first class is at 6 a.m. So it's a 45-minute class. So I'm fasting at that time, and I don't eat. I still don't eat until like noon. Yeah.
Do you partake in alcohol?
Yeah, for sure. Yep. I mean, alcohol is a toxic, but I mean, again, it's all about the.
It's a balance.
It's a balance, and but I do focus on, like, if I do, when I do drink, it's always like tequila, something like that, and I'm not doing no chasers with it. I'm just doing straight up tequila. Like, yeah, that's been keeping me kind of steady to where I'm supposed to be at, because when you're doing like the mixers and all the sugar with it, and that's what's gonna happen. Wake up with a hangover. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I just go straight
back to it.
I do want to kind of get into the business side of what you do. So if somebody wanted to start their own personal training and business, what was the first steps you would tell somebody to do?
Go get certified. Go learn. You know what I'm saying, about what you need to learn about. So I'm not gonna promote no certification programs, but there's programs online that you can do. But
that is a big thing, especially with the male personal trainers. Like, it's certifications that you can't breeze by. You feel me? Or them seduction videos might directly breach the certification. You
right.
Feel me?
I mean, because you got to be safe too. And if somebody pull your car, like, you're not certified. Especially, it depends. Are you doing this for a hobby, or are you trying to run a business like me? You know what I'm saying? If you're doing it for a hobby, go online, put some videos out. You know what I mean? Get a program like Trainer Rise and start putting things together. But if you're trying to run big businesses, you got to go get certified, cross your T's and dot your I's. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it.
How did you first monetize just the whole training thing?
Shoot, man, learning how to do call to actions, learning how to put systems together, and then TikTok and everything started paying me too. You know what I mean? Like, you get paid for That's a whole nother stream of revenue.
Being an influencer.
Is being an influencer. So, but yeah, for business wise, if you want to do it the right way, I would just tell you to go get certified and then get you an LLC, get you EIN, and then go from there. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Even having a business, has your business benefited from, because you spoke on it already? You part owner in MMM. Mm-hmm. You got plenty of different streams of income. Yeah. Has your fitness business benefited from the rest of your network? So have you ever had like people that just got recommended to you from somebody that you do business with, or from somebody in MMM? Or
yeah, I mean that too. I mean, it's really all even the vice versa, because Vision Body Fitness is international. So I have a mixed race of clients. So then if I post anything MMM related, that gets more eyes from them too. But then they'd be like, but it says minority, so so that's why it's important to not mix people like, my business partners know, like, I'm not putting any other businesses on my page. Yeah. And that's where people go wrong at. They try to market everything on one page. I don't do that. And they know that. They're like, Dre ain't gonna put that on his page. I'm not. I put it on my stories because you don't wanna confuse your avatar. You know what I mean? So imagine me having all this fitness content, but then I'm popping up with, here's how to buy and flip a house. Here's how to, you know what I mean? Like, it's too confusing. You don't want a confused customer does not buy from you at all.
Was it hard for you to kind of go from a personal Instagram to, like, now it's just strictly business?
Nah, I prefer it that way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't do lifestyle. I could do the lifestyle marketing. I don't do none of that. My page is straight
Business.
content for my clientele. That's it.
That's how I kind of.
I don't want to be a lifestyle marketer because when you get into lifestyle marketing, that's when family members start hitting you up for money and all that. Like,
That's crazy.
I just that ain't for me. I don't want to do it.
I like how you simplify just to, like, you can't offer too many different products. You confusing the customer. Like, is there any other things that you had to learn just about the customer in general that made you a better entrepreneur and producer?
Yeah, for sure. Man, plenty of stuff. So, I think one of the main things is like don't confuse your customer. But I think going back to speaking their language, because if you can't capture their attention within the first 0.3 seconds, like not even 0.5, like real quick, they're not going to stay on the video. Think about how much you scroll online.
Facts.
You just scrolling. So that's why I come off like, if you got flabby arms, they stop. Like,
you already done.
yeah, you can go look at my views right now. Like, oh snap! So I hit them as soon as the video start. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I learned is like you said earlier, being polarizing, but catching their attention at the very, very beginning.
Is the customer always right?
No.
That's a common misconception, though.
Customer's not always right, and they know they're not always right. But But as a professional, you have to handle it a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna realize this as business owners. You're gonna send out emails. You're gonna send out texts. Your website is going to describe everything, and they might still complain about something that's already put out there for them to view.
Facts.
So just because they complain about it, don't mean they right. No, they just didn't read it. So now all you do is you redirect them to where it's going. You know what I'm saying? So like, no, you're not getting a refund because you didn't read. However, here are the terms on our website and list it out for you.
It's so many different ways, because it's like you said, people might want a refund.
Yeah.
You feel me? I thought this service was gonna get me this, and I ain't got this since I got it. Like, it's a big thing. You ever been to Invest Fest?
Nah, I've never been to Invest Fest.
So Invest Fest is a big thing in Atlanta, obviously. It's concentrating on minorities, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people have came out and been like, oh, I ain't get my money's worth out of this, or I didn't, you feel me? And then they feel obligated to get a refund because what they wanted out of a service they didn't get. And it's like, nah, just because somebody, like, I feel like entrepreneurs got to go through that a lot. You got to deal with the people that's going to slander your name just because they didn't get what they wanted, when I never said I offered what you wanted. You feel me?
You got to have some tough skin, especially when you online and you have a big brand. Oh, it's going.
You dealt with that before?
Oh, yeah. I mean, people will. There will be other trainers trying to get into my audience. They'll take my video and be like, but I can reply or I can just keep it moving. And I just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Because all they doing is bringing more attention to my content. And then, like, my followers just keep on going up. I'm like, where all these followers come from? But I'm going to just keep it, you know what I'm saying? But there is power in being positive, and there is power in just not reacting to stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just keep it pushing, stay on the go. Like, yeah.
What if something was to come out, somebody, like, let's say a woman come out and say, oh, he was inappropriate, or he was this, or he was that. In that case, when you know you wasn't that, which she might be obliging,
you have to address that. Yeah.
You gotta address certain shit like that.
Yeah. But at the same time, I would never try to put myself in a position to where I would have to address that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm out in public, or if I'm trying to people, in person, I'm not ever gonna try to put myself in a position to where I even gotta address that. You know what I mean? And people, a lot of clients know my wife don't play. Like, she not one of them.
You gotta have that, because I feel like if you gotta address it too often, it might be looking away.
It might be some smoke where that fire is.
Yeah. Like Drake just dealt with that. It's brother.
Again?
He put that one out over there.
Another claim?
Yeah. It's crazy. So it's like,
I've never had to go through that.
That's good.
Yeah, never had to go through that. Because my thing is, like, I ain't about to be seductive with y'all. If here's my services, it's gonna be for who it's for. And if it's not for you, that's, thanks for trying out.
And that's why I think it's so important to be intentional and assertive with what you're doing. And how you said, narrowing it down to your niche. I don't offer all these other services. Yeah. I'm doing this and this only. So if you was looking for this, or you was confused by what it was, I got it all outlined right here. You feel me?
Terms and conditions, refund policy, this policy. I got everything. Like, straight professional mode. Like, just be professional with it. You know what I mean? Like, it's big business, so run it like big business. Even if it's not a big business yet for you, operate like it's a big business, because you're gonna manifest that, and it's gonna come to that. Like, everything I do, I manifested everything. This is not by it just happened. No, I manifest everything. You know what I'm saying?
That's so it's so important, and it's so true you saying that. But me, like, we all are our own entrepreneurs, like outside of STB. And something I had to learn, cause you feel me, I make contracts and people sign the contracts, but this stuff I done caught myself making a few amendments to the contract because I didn't put that in there at first, and I didn't realize that was an issue until I came to that fork in the road. Yeah. Is that something that you had to deal with before?
Oh man, all the time. Today I have my own app. So Matt,
that's fire, by the way.
Bro, appreciate it. Yo, having your own app, that stuff that's not easy, and it's not cheap. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in there today like, oh man, I forgot to do this. You got to just do it. Just as soon as you catch it, just update it and change what you got to change. Don't sit on it. I think don't procrastinate. A lot of us procrastinate. I just do it tomorrow. Man, if you right there, just do it right there.
Get it done.
And that's another part of your health and your fitness is important, because if you tired because you ate sluggish, now you ate some crap and now you all sluggish, you ain't gonna do it.
You putting it off.
I'll do it tomorrow. Nah, but if you eating food that's gonna give you life and energy, you eating for fuel, now you just have gas to keep it moving.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You got that.
I want to ask you, like, because recently I went full time doing my videography stuff. But something that's been hard for me is like kind of managing my time. So I want to ask you, how do you go like about managing your time on a day to day?
If it's not on your calendar, it doesn't exist.
So you gotta get that calendar together.
That's the biggest thing I learned. My mentor is a multi-millionaire, and he still his calendar to this day. Mm-hmm. You know, when I first got on the phone with him, he was like, "Let me see your calendar." Cause I mean, you know, I was making 6 figures. I'm like, I'm Gucci. He's like, "Let me see your calendar." And like nothing on there. He was like, "You broke." He's like, "If it's not on your calendar, it doesn't exist."
All this time is free.
All this time is free, because now you can just mess around. You know what I'm saying? So put it on your calendar. My wife just became a full-time entrepreneur, and before I even came here today, we was putting things on her calendar for tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday.
When do you update your calendar? Is it at the end of the week you plan out the week, or the end of the day you plan out the next day?
I do mine on Sunday, but then as things pop up during the week, I add it instantly, because if you forget to add it, you're not going to add it. Mm-hmm. So I do it instantly. I would just be like, "Hey Siri, put this on my calendar," and then you know what I'm saying, and just instantly. But my calendar, you got to move with intention. If you want to do this full time and for a long time and you want it to grow, you have to be intentional. You know what I'm saying? If you're not intentional, you're gonna freestyle. Just like if you're not intentional with your look, she talking. Just like if you're not intentional with your food, you're gonna fall off. If you're not intentional with your workouts, you're gonna fall off. You gotta be intentional with your business. Yeah, calendar, y'all. Put it on your calendar.
I think it all go back to like a big thing we always talked about. Theme is delayed gratification.
Yep.
You feel
discipline.
Me? So, yeah, the discipline, but that's what so many people lack nowadays. Yeah, and you find yourself in a community that you don't want to be in, that's contributing to unhealthy lives. Like I ain't gonna lie, like it was a point in time where I used to just be out late at night all the time, just because of who I'm cool with, and they like doing this. You feel me? And internally, I knew that wasn't what I wanted to do for real. Yeah, you feel me? But it wasn't until like one day something just got to click for you for real, and you feel me?
What happens is, bro, it's lonely though. Like
it is a lonely grind.
It's lonely, bro. Like
and people don't want to let go of that.
Like, damn, I really ain't got. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not in the same situation as everybody else too. You know what I'm saying? So it's lonely. Like you know what I'm saying? I probably
it's about having that foresight too. Yeah. Because the willingness to withstand being lonely is me knowing what's at the end of this journey. Exactly. I don't mind walking this alone because I know everything that I'm looking for is back there anyway.
And your lonely is different because now you're like, all right, it's 1:00 on a Monday. I know a lot of my friends is at work, but because I put myself in a situation, in a position, I mean, it's lonely, but I'm also at the same time thankful.
Yeah, it's a quote. It say if you're lonely when you're alone, you're in bad company. So it's like, it's not really a bad thing to be alone.
Oh, nah. I travel a lot by myself. Yeah. Man, I have the best time by myself, y'all. I've had the best vacations by myself. Because you know why? Because I just simply love myself. Yeah. And that's not a bad thing. You're allowed to love yourself.
That's how you build that love. Because by yourself, that's how you learn yourself.
I love myself. and I'm my own best company.
Yeah.
And when I say lonely, I mean as far as like who can I call to go to lunch? They at work, but other than that, bro, I'm dolo 99% of the time.
Bro, I be wanting to take a little solo trip,
Oh, you
and I
got
just
to.
I
It's
haven't
top tier.
done it yet, just cause I'm like, man, what I'm gonna do by myself? Like,
Hey, you find out when you get out there. It's time.
Nah, for real.
that's a fact though. Man, you good for that? It just up to me in Florida.
I be going out. It'd be crazy how when I go out, everyone that be seeing me and that be saying like, "Oh, I'm from somewhere else," they be like, "Oh, like where your family, where your people?" I be like, "They straight, like I'm cool."
Yeah,
You feel me? They be thinking I'm like, they be feeling bad for me, like shit. I'm like,
And it
I'm
ain't
coming
no
straight.
determining factors when you out by yourself. Like it ain't nothing. Like when you out with your friends, a lot of people gonna act the way that they act around their friends.
Or even like you thinking for your friends, like you're not really just moving on your own accord. You kind of
No
considering
cap.
everybody else in the situation.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna listen to this music because bro and them ain't gonna like bro,
and then
what?
and then you trying to like, I don't want to be on nobody's schedule because I'm already on the schedule enough at home.
Right.
So when I'm on vacation, I'm moving when I want to move and how I want to move. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing things that I wouldn't do at home, like, or I could just be chilling. But
Just be
I mean, I
chilling.
done took myself to resorts. You know what I'm saying, by myself. I'm talking about like 5-star resorts. I'm just having the best time. Like I have the best time by myself. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I
about
still
to
love my
hop in
wife.
that
I'm
bag.
in around with people, but I have the best time by myself.
But like you said before, it's you come first before anything.
Anything.
And people don't prioritize themselves at this juncture or at this time in life, and they don't even realize it.
Nope.
You prioritizing the alcohol or the nightlife or
your kids, like,
Your
my kids not
kids,
first.
yeah.
Nah, but how can you be here to provide for your kids if you're not healthy enough to live from? You know
and
what
what
I'm saying?
lesson is you teaching the kid? Because you passing that off to the kids. now.
Exactly.
You teaching them, hey, I'll come before mom, so I'm gonna disrespect her, or I'm allowed to disrespect her because da 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 da. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
it's just a unlearning and relearning kind of
It
thing.
is.
Bro.
It's programming. That's all it is. As a lot of people, we just program. That's all it is. Like we got to just unprogram ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So
No, that's a fact.
That journey for me was crazy. Like, I remember Gatorade and like sugary drinks was my biggest like enemy type shit, and I was just realizing like I remember my brother because he real healthy too. He kind of got me on my shit, but it's crazy how when I got on my shit, he kind of like he fell off, but like I kind of brought him back type shit.
And that's the importance of the community right
nah,
there,
exactly.
bro.
Yeah.
Like how he was saying, he's
Yeah.
bringing people into his community. They seeing people like theyself.
yeah,
And that's really our thing too. Like people that's in their bag, you might not be around people that's in their bag, but when you watching us, we the community right
Yeah,
there. You
yeah.
feel me?
And
So
that might unlock your bag. Like what I was finna say is I was clowning him. He was drinking the Powerade Zero. I was like, nigga, you drinking the Zero? Like I could never. Like I always drink the regular. But like then I started realizing like I started drinking the Zero and the zero sugar and like the better drinks, and my mouth got trained, or like my taste buds was trained to like it tastes just like the
you want
regular shit.
different
You know what I mean? Yeah, but
bro,
it's like,
before I was throwing, bro, I used to make the smoothies 3 years ago. Throw some kale in there, ruin the whole smoothie.
yeah.
Now I throw the kale and the carrots in there, and I love it. You
Yeah.
feel me? Because I done adapted to the taste
Like
of
you
it.
retrain.
palate
Yeah,
is-
and
your
I
palate-
want that now.
Yeah, your palate is
The
changing.
smoothie ain't
Yeah.
even complete without the carrots and the kale. You feel me?
that's
So,
natural sugar right
Yeah.
there too.
Bro, that's
Yeah,
natural
and it's
sugar
gonna come
right
like
there.
second nature, man. Like when I was in the DR, I'm so trained of how I eat now. I was in the DR, got lit. My clients got me lit. They couldn't wait to get me lit, and I told them not to.
Let me get.
So we went to a spot afterwards, and they said, "Coach, you was sitting there eating a burger with no bread." They said, "How you remember to eat the burger?" Because I don't eat bread. I eat bread, but when I'm eating burgers, I always do a wedge burger. So I always do like the lettuce on top and bottom. It was like you sitting there. They gave you the burger. You took the bun off. You sitting there eating like just the burger. Like, how you even remember that? I was like, my body I'm just trained for that. Like, I
You
don't know.
claim for that. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to that, bro.
Yeah. So.
What do you think about the vegan diet, like the impossible food and like?
Yeah, I mean, again, if they can sustain it forever, that's fine. But a lot of times people can sustain it forever. Like so, I just don't do. The only reason I don't do diets, and diets are not wrong. I'm not saying it wrong. I just don't do them is because diets normally have an expiration date. Oh, I'm going on a 90-day diet. So what you gonna do on day 91?
Right. So you make it a lifestyle.
My lifestyle is I eat for fuel, not to get full.
Yeah.
That's why I know if I were to do that burger down, probably subconsciously, I would have been sluggish the next day.
Yep.
The next day I woke up and worked out like it was nothing. So that burger was really just my protein. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I just don't. So I ain't saying the vegan diet is wrong or nothing like that, but I just ask them. I always be like, can you do it forever,
Right.
or just like a temporary thing?
Have you ever had a woman come to you looking for fitness?
Hmm.
She got a BBL.
yeah, bro.
Cause it's a lot of like as soon as they get off that bed, they gotta wear the body wrap.
Yeah.
They gotta eat certain things. They gotta keep their body elevated like a certain bar. You feel me? For a while.
The crazy thing is that came to me with the BBL. I'm talking about the BBL was crazy. Not crazy like, oh that's cold. It was crazy like
That look
out of control.
Yeah.
Why is it like that?
Well, that's dislocation. Dislocation. Dislocation.
And then I said, so what you trying to do? There's like, I'm trying to tone my butt up. I'm like, so yeah, I had surgery. You know, every time I hit the gym, people always looking at me. And so I was like, get on the FaceTime. Hold the face like, damn. So yeah, I mean but the thing is, women, this it's your body. I support what you do, but I would say if you're only getting surgery to kind of cut the weight and stuff like that, make sure that you have the discipline and the knowledge to learn how to maintain it though prior to doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's your body. Because sometimes women do have excess skin from having kids and from losing weight, and you can't get rid of the excess skin. So I understand that part, but if you're just getting like doing things to lose weight, make sure you know how to properly eat first to maintain it. Because I've seen plenty of times where they get the BBLs or the tummy tucks and things like that to lose weight, but it all comes back.
It all comes right
within 6
back.
months because they never got the education and the discipline and the consistency to keep the diet going. Not even diet, but like your lifestyle should be. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I don't got nothing against BBLs necessarily, but I think it's everything that you said. Like a lot of times, a big percentage of women that get it, it's like a Band-Aid for them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix this for 6 months and then my body coming right back.
And they go through so much pain to do it. You know what I mean? Like it's really a lot of pain, but and again, it's expensive.
And you can die.
Yeah, and you can die. Yep. But again, it's your body. But just make sure you know what comes, like know how to control what comes into your body before you start to do that. You know what I mean? Like you got to be consistent with that, because if not, you're gonna just revert back to where you were already at.
It's the same thing with the niggas that do the steroids and shit now. Too.
Yeah.
For example, people be thinking,
That's crazy people do that.
I'm buff. Like, nah, you still got to know how to maintain that shit.
Yeah.
I don't recommend that either, bro. Like steroid. Now, people be like, what about bodybuilding? Like steroids and stuff like that. If you training for that to be in the bodybuilding show, then do that. But like I told y'all earlier, you know, pause. Like my only goal is I want to look good naked and I want to be healthy. That's it.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Because that helps me with my energy, my vibration, and I just feel good and I look good. You know what I'm saying? Like if I could just maintain that forever, because I know when I turn 60, I ain't gonna have no six pack. You know what I mean? But if I could still be lean when I'm 60 and healthy and look good, that's what I want, and be healthy. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like bodybuilding culture is kind of like a Band-Aid itself too, where it's like people really insecure and they think like, oh, this is a bad something, but it's like if you're natural, that's the best feeling.
Bro, and that go back to when he was talking about dirty bulking versus clean bulking.
Yeah.
Like you talked about it. You can do this now, but it's gonna go right back to, you feel me? If you get the BBL now, 6 months from now, you might go back to the same lifestyle.
Yeah.
When you dirty bulking, you not developing no discipline or no habits that's healthy to keep that weight.
Yeah.
So you naturally gonna go back to it, or it's just gonna stay unhealthy. So it's like the best way to do anything is naturally. You feel me?
And the best way to do is just eat for life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be tired every time I get done eating.
We was just speaking about that.
I just took a nap earlier. Took
a little nap.
Like the itis needs to be an untaught lesson in our community. Like having the itis like after Thanksgiving.
Yup.
Like I got the itis now.
It's like a good thing for us. That's how we look at it.
But that should be an untaught lesson, because we just why do we just overconsume like that?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like go get you some smaller plates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd rather have, like, I'm gonna get me this right now, come back maybe 10, you know what I'm saying? Go get this
Eat
later.
Me some mac and cheese right now.
Yeah, really enjoy it though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't want to be asleep on a recliner, you know what I'm saying, after I'm done with this. You know what I mean? So
You got kids, right?
Yep.
How many?
3 kids. I got a 17-year-old boy, 13-year-old boy, and a 4-year-old boy.
All boys.
Shout out to that.
Is it kind of hard? Like what are some ways you kind of instill your mindset into them? Like, is it hard getting them to kind of realize the importance of their fitness and their health? Or
At first it was, but the more consistent I got, it just started naturally coming. You know what I'm saying? Like I would work out with them, but then they wasn't really being consistent. But they know how consistent I was. And then when I'm walking around and I'm looking real lean, I'm talking trash. Like, look at y'all looking all with your bird chest. So next thing I know, I'm going to my gym. I got weights missing. Yeah. My son, my 13-year-old, is shredded. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, he's shredded. But I'm going into my gym like, yo, where my 15s at? You know what I'm saying? Where my 10s at? I go into my kids' rooms, they in there. Or they be like, Dad, I'm like, what's up? I'm busy. Can you come spot me real quick? Oh yeah, all day. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm busy, but nah, let's do that. Yeah, so
that's beautiful.
It's been amazing because I wasn't forcing them. But I was just leading by example, bro. That's it. I'm just consistent. My 4-year-old be doing push. He be humping the ground, but he just running. He just start doing push-ups though. Yeah, exactly. That's so they're seeing this as normal, and that's what we got to normalize. Like this should be normal. You know what I'm saying? So,
did you have that kind of example growing up?
Never. I did not. Like I said, I'm from the generation of clear that plate before you even get up from the table. You know what I'm saying? Before don't get no sweets. You ain't getting no sweets if you don't clear that plate. You know what I'm saying? So I come from that. So everything I'm doing right now is self-taught, and it's all because of the hypertension. Okay. Like I was not trying to be on medication for the rest of my life.
But shout out to the same thing for me.
I kept forgetting to take the pills.
Man.
What is hypertension?
It's high blood pressure.
Oh, high blood pressure.
Yeah. High blood pressure. And high blood pressure is the #1 silent killer.
Yeah. And it's so crazy because the way that you diagnose your hypertension may be different from me. So I might gotta eat more of a certain food. You might gotta eat less of a certain food. You feel me? But it's just so it's really about knowing yourself. You feel me? And just getting to that point where you invested in yourself that much. Because a lot of people wait until it's too late and they need a hip replacement or something.
Yep. And as you eating the food, y'all, this is the funny part. People be like, okay, y'all know what foods give you problems. For example, my wife, I always give this example. She be like, oh, let me take these Tums because I'm about to have dairy and I know I'm about to have heartburn and all this. So why you want the dairy then?
Right. Yeah.
If you know the dairy will cause you that, why eat the dairy? Just stay away from the dairy then. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, it's the same way, greasy foods. Some greasy foods will have people in the bathroom. Why are you eating the greasy foods then?
Why are you doing that?
Like, if you know your body's gonna react like that, why?
It's the taste.
It's exactly. Taste. So now we're eating because it tastes good. And that's where the problem comes in at. You know
that's crazy. Like whenever I eat roosters, I get like a kidney stone.
Rooster bod is crazy. In 2024, roosters is crazy. But I was like on the gym shit. I was taking putting protein in my smoothies. I had these things called Boost. They little protein shakes. Yeah. In there gassy. In there blowing the gym apart. Yep. But it wasn't because I like this food. It's because I need the protein. Yeah. So it's like,
get the protein.
I know it's gonna make me gassy. Yeah. I'm gonna take that. You feel me?
Because don't realize though, like the protein, like because I used to be the same way. Gassy and for real, sometimes that protein may be kind of bloated too. Like if it's just sitting right there in the stomach. I don't even take protein shakes anymore. I get all my stuff from vegetables and just food because people don't realize vegetables have the amino.
It got
everything that you need already. You know what I'm saying? So I get it from that. I don't even do protein shakes no more. And
my gut health improved so much just learning how my gut reacts to certain shit. So it's like,
when you start implementing fasting, it don't even got to be 16 hours. You might do 10 or 12 hours.
Yeah, good 12 hours.
When you start implementing fasting though, you're gonna wait, what? We're gonna circle back. You're gonna be like, bruh, I feel so much better. And you trying to gain or maintain?
I'm maintaining now, but it was gaining for this past month.
Okay.
But it was a lot of fasting. It was a lot of I'm eating 3 times a day. Let me just make it 2 meals a day. Yeah. And these meals is gonna be concentrated on. You feel me? It's more discipline than anything. Because now with only 2 meals, I gotta make sure I'm getting this in the meal. So I might have wanted to have chicken or something, but I gotta make sure I had whatever it is. You feel me? Like it's just you gotta be more disciplined.
I used to be like the 3 times a meal. Now sometimes I might do 1 meal, right? But my 1 meal will be the meal that I break my fast with. Because think about breakfast is break fast. So I'll have a big meal around noon, 1 o'clock, and it's a big meal. But guess what? I got time to let that digest all day.
Throughout the whole day. I keep
a sparkling water with a little bit of juice inside for my water, like the little water taste, and I all day.
You got any I don't know what you call like a routine, a plan, or all right? I'm gonna just speak for myself. So for me, I'm a young bachelor.
Young
You know what I'm saying? And I'll be on the go a lot. So I'll be just trying to get something quick. But I want to start eating healthy. Do you got any foods that I could start, or meals I could start making, or like just like a routine, like hit the gym,
Yeah,
eat
so
this?
just realize though that when you're doing this, it's gonna be it could be boring. You know what I'm saying? Doing the same thing over and over again.
Nah, I'll do it.
My favorite advice is lean and something green. So if you got a lean chicken breast, which you gonna pair it with green? It could be asparagus, it could be broccoli. If you like ground turkey, you can legit make. I make burger bowls.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Not the bowls, but I make the turkey burgers all the time. Though.
So I do a burger bowl where I just ground turkey up, put it in a bowl, and then I throw lettuce like a real burger, and then I eat it like that. That's hella protein. You might want to do air baked chicken and pick your favorite greens. Like for me, kale and spinach was top tier. Like when I had hypertension,
Facts.
I was doing that every day.
I
Leafy
swear,
greens.
bro.
Leafy greens?
It's it right
What?
there.
Yeah.
It's a superfood.
It's a
for real.
superfood.
What about fish?
I like. I
Yes.
do fish. Yeah.
Yeah,
fish
that
is-
salmon. That's
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. So, and then remember, the protein is the most fulfilling. So, focus on the protein. To eat your leafy greens, and then you're gonna be satisfied. And always drink like 16 to 18 ounces of water before every meal. Cause y'all know water is gonna make you feel like you bloated anyway. So water is gonna trick your mind and make you feel like you're already fuller than you are. So drink 16 to 18 ounces of water for every meal.
Yeah, I told myself July, I'm about to really lock in.
Yeah.
So
And just do, bro.
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Do calisthenics, bro. Like I don't be in the gym trying to lift the gym out, bro. I do high volume reps. I have never been injured. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not in there trying to compete with nobody. Like you put up 315. Oh, that's what's up, bro. Nah, I'm going to. I'm sticking to what I stick to.
That's
high
so
volume.
crazy.
Yeah.
That was me just a month ago. I'm in there trying to be world's strongest man in there. You feel me? Oh, I'm about to get my squat to 300. And my knees ain't even built for that no more. You feel me? So now I'm just squatting to 200, but I'm doing the reps crazier than I ever was doing.
Because you can get the same type of workout. I can do 4 sets of 15 to 20 reps versus me struggling, about to break my knee. You know what I'm saying?
Doing
Injure
5 reps.
Yeah, doing 5 reps to try to impress somebody else because I ain't about to compete in no bodybuilding thing. So what I need to do that for? You know what I'm saying? So high volume training, bro. You can, and if you ain't got no gym, at the crib, do your push-ups, do your tricep dips, do your squats.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. If you don't have no gym to go to, something that is a good workout for the day, 100 squats, 100 dips, 100 pull-ups, 100 push-ups.
Yep.
And there's no excuses with that either, too. Because I remember when I first started my journey, me and this week valets and shit, but I was doing every car I took. Real quick, you know?
Hey, it depends on how much you want it and what's your priority. If you your biggest priority, you gonna find time for it.
Yep.
But
And the only supplement I use is there's a pill. It's sea moss, ashwagandha, and burdock root. I got it from Amazon. That's a dope pill. You should try it out.
yeah, if you could send that, because
I
I
got you,
definitely
bro.
want to tap into
That is it's top tier. And I do. We already have creatine in our food, but creatine really puts the water into your muscles. Really get you know what I'm saying. And it's a natural product, but I do creatine too. I do. There's a creatine like candy. You know what I'm saying. I don't do the powders no more. I used to do that.
I do the powder in the smoothie.
Yeah, so yes, I'm about to show you.
Yeah, the
monohydrate.
monohydrate,
So I'm about
yep,
to show y'all. But yeah, I do 2 sea moss pills every morning, and I do my creatine every morning, and then that's it. And I drink my water until noon or 1
That's
o'clock.
money.
Yeah, and I walk. Walking is the best form of cardio. I don't run. I mean, I can run, but walking, I got my thoughts coming into me. I get things done, and I save my knees and my joints. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so
It is a lot of mental clarity.
it is a lot of mental clarity
I
in
got
walking.
a lot of takeaways from this one.
Yeah.
I'm about to put in the action tonight.
Now,
Yeah.
man, bro, listen, we go into the youth prisons weekly to teach those kids. These kids is between the ages of 13 and 21. And I be like, I give them the same routine. I'm like, yo, 10 push-ups, roll over, 10 sit-ups, or 10 bicycle crunches. Roll back over 9, go all the way down to 1, and then go right back up. They were like, Coach, I'm feeling it. Like, y'all was like, yeah, it's like, cause boom, 10, roll over, 10, roll over 9, all the way down to 1, then back up.
I don't even want to do the math on that, but that's some money
That's
right
a
there.
lot.
That's some money right there.
It's reps. You know what I'm saying?
that's clean. We
Yeah.
appreciate you
for
coming
sure.
through. Could you let the people know where they can find you?
Yeah, so on Instagram, Coach Dre Fit, all one word. TikTok, Coach Dre Fit. Facebook, Andre Bell. If you're on Pinterest, I got like 30,000 followers on Pinterest. I didn't even know it. But Andre Bill on Pinterest, YouTube, Vision Body Fitness, and you can download my app in the App Store, Google Play, and Apple. It is called VBF, V as in Victor, B as in boy, F as in Frank, by Coach Dre, in both app stores.
That's money, man. We appreciate you for sure.
Sure,
Man.
Thanks for having me, y'all, for sure.
You made a nice little pivot halfway. Yeah. He changed the SD card right quick.